Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the Universal iRacing Series. It's round 4, and it's at Portland Raceway, I guess you can call it. I don't really know the full name of the track, actually. But, they got the 40XLI Contender Series here. First road course of the season, actually. So we're going to get to see how good these guys are actually at turning both ways, because, you know, obviously, NASCAR's turn left. But we're going to be turning right today. Right now, JJ Moore is at the fastest by 1/1000th of a second over Gavin Austin. JJ Moore's been putting a lot of practice into this. He goes a tenth faster now than what he was doing. He's been putting a lot of practice in this week. Trying to get that Mach 5 racing car to victory lane. 14 lap. At the end of lap 14 will be the first stage, and after that we'll go to lap 55. That will be the end of the race tonight. And then, you know, tomorrow night we got the Cup Series, and that'll be at Sonoma. Should be a fun one. Last week we were at the Rock, and we had a new winner. We have yet to have back-to-back, or we've yet to have two winners in the same season. The Classical Showdown, Travis Prather won. At Atlanta, JJ Moore won. And forgot who won last week. And let me go actually check that. Check and see who won last week. But he had a dominating run at the Rock. Can't find it. It was a new driver, first race in the league. He went out there and he dominated in the sub race for Kai Collymore. As Gavin Austin goes fastest at the end of the practice session in that Toyota Supra. He'll be looking to make a statement here, as there's only 2 wins in the UIS so far at Daytona. Qualifying format, it's going to be a 10-minute 4-lap qualifying, and pole position is decently important here, as you know that run to turn 1 is not the longest run ever, and it's a chicane. I mean, obviously we see in real life the crazy stuff that happens in the chicane, all the wrecks and all of the, you know, bump and runs and people getting moved out of the way in the chicanes. It's pretty crazy, and we'll see if we're going to be able to see some of that today. I want to reiterate on the caution system. Let me pull it up for me real quick. The caution yellows. The only way we'll get a caution is we have a flip, a multi-car wreck, not 2 or more multi-car wreck, 3 or more, or a stop car on the racing line. Max Ford said that he will be throwing, as he is a race control, he said he'd be throwing cautions if the leader or somebody at the front spins out and he's on the track, and he'll be throwing that immediately, not waiting. Pretty much if you're in a dangerous location, it will be a caution, but if you spin off and then you're in the grass and you're completely off the racing line, they're not going to throw a caution. It's pretty much what NASCAR does in real life. Here comes Gavin Austin coming to his first lap. We'll go between him and JJ Moore. JJ Moore's on track as well. Should be a pretty good battle between the 50 and the 7. And Gavin Austin. We'll go on board with Gavin Austin on this lap, and I'll let you guys just listen in on the car. Hopefully the car is not messed up with the RPMs, because I've had pretty glitchy issues with that, and we'll listen to him for this lap. And it seems I have the RPM glitch. I've been having this glitch recently on iRacing where like the RPMs go to max. Gavin Austin a little wide on the exit. Because like obviously these guys are not running. Maybe I don't. No, I don't have the RPM glitch. Finally. It's been a while. Gavin Austin goes to the top right now. And go with JJ Moore in his second lap. JJ Moore a 10th off of him. First time the UIS has ever gone to Portland. And this one should be a good one, as this track is, in my opinion, is one of the best that the Xfinity car goes to in real life, and hopefully this can be no different. JJ Moore really just riding those curbs and driving it really deep. JJ Moore around the final corner. We'll go on board with him for his third lap. So he goes to that first chicane, hits the curb on the right side, goes over top of the second curb. He goes 4/10 faster that last lap. And here's the triple apex corner, the 3 straight right-handers. If he gets a good exit off of this, he'll have a pretty good shot. Gets a solid exit. Is he able to get to this apex? Right on that curb. This guy's put in so much practice this week. Been putting in this and the Contender Series chat all of his lap times. He's made a little bit of videos on his laps. Seems he went off track. He's slow. He's gonna try to reset the car, get the new tires, go out for one more lap. Did not like what was happening. Let's go on board with Gavin Austin. He's doing the same thing. What about Whitey Thompson? He's coming to these final corners. He's 4/10 off, but he's right there with Gavin Austin. Those Frost Mach 5 Motorsport cars have been really quick so far this season. And Whitey Thompson, your defending champion, trying to go back-to-back. Thompson on his 4th lap. Thompson is taking it really... It looks like he's taking it really easy, but these cars are so loose on the rear end. And here's JJ Morse starting his final lap of qualifying. Can he make a bigger gap to Gavin Austin before Gavin goes down his final lap? JJ Moore, he's 1/10 up on his lap so far. He gets loose. Is he going to lose it? There is no ticker on the screen, guys. I'm an idiot. Thank God Chase George reminded me because I forgot to do that part. There you go, guys. Now you can see the screen. And JJ Moore comes on pit road. A lot of damage, so we'll go with Gavin Austin. Can he go snag pole position away? Coming to the final. Not the final corner. His final lap. Triple apex. Hits it pretty solid. Can he find the time to take pole position away at the last moment? Here comes Gavin Austin to the final couple corners. Does he have enough to take it away? Coming around the final corner. Up to the line. Is it enough? And it is not. Slightly slower. He will lock up that P2 unless Pete Tart can do something coming to the line on his final lap. And he improves, but not enough. Benjamin Hagstrom. 14th place right now, 2.9 seconds off the leader. Coming to his final couple corners. Final 10 seconds of qualifying. Is he going to be able to get to the line? He might not be able to. There might not be enough time for him to even get to complete this lap. Yep. He was 4/10 up as well. I would have put him up one more position. But he will be starting at the back for this one. God, I just broke my mic. That would have been bad. We'll roll through your starting grid once everybody gets on the grid and we start rolling. Title of the stream says it is the duels, guys. We are trying to work on the title fix. Trying to get into contact with Jacob Quill. To get the title fixed. But in the meantime, it's not my issue. I'm not the YouTube guy. And we will be rolling off the grid. So, our grid running order today, we got JJ Moore on the pole position. One win already on the UIS season, one career win on the UIS career in the Contender Series. P2, we got Gavin Austin, former UIS former UIS Daytona 500 winner and Daytona Dual winner. Road 2, P3, we got Wyatt D. Thompson, the defending champion. Hasn't had the greatest of runs so far this season on what he's liked. He won a truck race just a few weeks ago at The Rock. P4, we got Pete Tart, a rookie driving for the Cash Colt team, looking to have a pretty solid run today as he's had some decent runs so far this season. P5, Eric Labombard, 40XLI had a big controversy last week in the Cup Series at Atlanta, leading to a team owner suspension and a lot of chaos in the VC. And how can that team bounce back going into this race? Carmelo Echevarria. Lots of incidents caused this season. Currently, probably the favorite to win Wrecking Ball of the year in the Contender Series. P7 Nicholas Road wins dual winner in the Contender Series. Looking to have a pretty solid run today. He's had a decent season so far, but he's more of a road course guy. Riley Maxwell P8. Jackson Brown will be P9. Jackson Brown will be P9 in that Canadian Motorsport team. Kobe Duckworth P10. That rounds out your top 10 if we don't have enough time to get through the rest of the grid. We're coming to the green flag here. The rest of your grid, though, is TJ Moon, Trent Wilkin, Richard Myers, Benjamin Hagstrom, and Kendorian Davis, and Hunter East. Not a lot of these guys are road guys. There's only 4 guys, and Maxwell Funderburg pointed out, there's only 4 guys in here that's an A-class in sports car, as that's what the iRacing thing uses for when it's a road course race and in the cup cars is your sports car license. So not a lot of these guys do road. And this is a tough car to learn. But this is their first road course of season 6, I believe it is. And we're coming to the green flag. And round 4. As we're coming to the restart zone, round 4 is underway from the Universal iRacing Series and the Contender Series. Eric Labenvard got a good jump, and he's looking to the inside already into turn number 1. Is he going to be able to get there? He's going to get underneath Whitey Thompson. They make contact. Pete Tart gets through. Everybody makes it to the first chicane. First chicane good. Thompson under pressure now from Pete Tart. They hit the triple apex. Carmelo off the track into the grass. And JJ Moore trying to drive away as his first stage is pretty quick. It's only 14 laps. JJ Moore out front. He goes a little wide right there. Gavin Austin within 4/10 now going into the chicane. Oh, almost 4/10. JJ just drives in so much deeper than he does. Got a side-by-side battle with Jackson Brown. He clears TJ Moon. And JJ Moore will lead lap 1 of the 4th race of the season as he's looking to go get a championship. Labenbar goes to the inside of Pete Tart. He overdrives the corner, takes the runoff area. Us NASCAR fans are used to seeing Contender Series do this as he did this to win the race. So you get the position back as probably a slowdown from iRacing. iRacing slowdown penalties are pretty glitchy as Nicholas Road into the top 5 now as well. Labenbar falls all the way to 8th, 9th now after the slowdown. iRacing slowdown or use more time than what you realistically are actually losing with their slowdowns. And Gavin Austin trying to reel in JJ Moore. 7/10 back. He's really the only guy that has been even near the pace of the 7. Gavin has the pace. Does he have qualifying type pace or does he have actual race pace to keep up with JJ? What has JJ been doing? Has he been doing qualifying times all week? Has he been running in race time fuel runs? Because these cars, the rear grip in this Xfinity car is very important on the road courses. And he has a really good final corner and a really good chicane, and he's 3/10 off. Can that 50 Toyota Supra get there? In the triple apex. Right on that curb. 3/10 now, 3.5 tenths. Does he get the exit here? JJ gets a little loose. Gavin Austin's going to have an opportunity here in the chicane. 2/10 back now the gap. Less than a 10.5 away. Gavin Austin, JJ goes defensive. They're going to be side by side. Gavin's going to get the exit. He's going to drive it in deep. JJ Moore off the track. Gavin Austin takes the lead. JJ Moore trying to fight back though going into the first chicane. Gonna be side by side. Advantage the Austin. JJ gets in. He gets right on the back bumper of the 50. Gavin Austin takes the lead. He's your new leader here at Portland International Raceway. Now, can he drive away with this one and win the stage, or can Mach 5 get a stage win? JJ drives in really deep. He puts the bumper to the 50. He's going to get underneath them now. He locks up the left front. JJ Moore off the track again. He comes back out of the track. Whitey Thompson will get around him now as well. So will Pete Tart. Big mistake for the 7. Wyatt Thompson now clearly not faster than the 7, but now JJ's got to try to get around both these guys. And all Gavin Austin has to do is just drive away. Keep that car clean, and he will win the stage easily. Thompson goes defensive on Tart. And Tart will not be able to get there, not even close. Caution is out. For what? I think it's Carmelo. Oh, we had a... Oh, no. Let's see here. Carmelo Echevarria goes into this final chicane. Does he just lose it? Because it seems Jackson Brown and him are parked together. See what happens here. Brown just goes wide. Oh, hits the tires and... Oh, big pileup. 2 Canadian motorsport cars involved. That was a bad wreck. That front end of Jackson Brown's car. That'll be tore up. We're under caution for the first time here in Portland. See if there are any takers on the pit road this time. Curious to see if maybe JJ Moore wants to come down pit road, or maybe Gavin. Or Gavin probably going to stay out, but JJ sliding those tires, locking up the brakes multiple times. Does he come down pit road to, you know, maybe get some new tire and have an opportunity to go fight back with Gavin to go win the stage. These guys have 3 tire sets in total, 3 extra sets in total, so they have the ones on the car plus 3 more. So he does have it. He can play around with the tire sets. It's just whenever he has to pit at the end of the stage, He's going to lose that grip. JJ decides to pit. He'll have 2 sets left. Is it worth taking that? And then whenever he pits again, he'll have 1 set for the rest of the race. I don't think it's worth it. And it's worth it for Wyatt Thompson, it seems. Nope, he's going to fake everybody out. Here comes JJ Moore, though, at the last second. He fakes everybody out as well. No takers, especially even from the guys at the back. Becoming a 1 to green. Gavin Austin will be on the outside, and Wyatt Thompson will be on the inside. Interesting call from the 50 to take the outside line. Jackson Brown's car will be okay to continue in the race. So he comes out of pit road in front of the leader. Stage is still lap 14. The top 7 will receive stage points. Gavin Austin got to win a stage this season. And Wyatt Thompson, he hasn't had the greatest of runs at all this year. Missing, I think he's missed 2 races now. Wyatt Thompson currently 8th in the point, or 10th in the points. 14th, my bad. I'm dumb. No, it is 12th. 12th in the points, 47 behind the leader. He's made 2 starts this season. 1 top 5 and 2 top 10s. He's led 4 laps on the season. Hasn't won a stage at all. Hasn't been close to winning a race either. We will be coming to 1 to green this time by, it seems. Now Gavin Austin takes that line. I thought we were going to 1 to green that time. Now Gavin Austin will take the inside. He'll make the smart decision. He's going to have Pete Tart behind him. JJ Moore right behind his teammate. Really praying he gets a good start here, and if he gets a good jump, an opportunity to maybe go 3 wide, or if he can get around one of them, he's got an opportunity to go run on this 50 to go in the stages. Both of them have similar pace. They're not running consistent lap times. I think Gavin's been the more consistent one so far compared to the 7, as the 7's locked up and went off the track twice. And how's the rear grip going to be for the 7? Still trying to get that title fixed so it doesn't look like it's a dual race at Portland, guys. That penalty will be on Jackson Brown. VOL penalty. As Max Ford said, he got intimidated Hit the Intimidator button on him. Catch us live on the UBN network tomorrow night. Or not in the UBN network. R2R Racing, I believe. R2R Racing Network for the Universal iRacing Series, the Cup Series. On the call will be Zachariah Cartledge, and it'll be at Sonoma. Should be a fun one. Coming into the restart zone. Green flag is in the air. Here we go, off into turn one. Wyatt Thompson. Everybody's starting to look clear of everybody else. Trent Wilkin with a big set, locks it up, big crash! Caution is out again. Wyatt Thompson involved, Pete Tart involved, Trent Wilkin locks up the left front tire. And that should be day done for him. He's right on board with Trenton. See what he sees on this restart. He sees he got the run. Audio glitch for him. He just drives in really deep. Wheel hops, locks up, causes a massive crash. And we're under yellow for yet again. And Nicholas Rode finds his way through that up into P2. An opportunity to go win the stage. Gavin also will lead us to the pace car. And here comes most of the leaders down pit road. Whoa, Jackson Brown getting loose under caution. Gavin Austin will lead us down pit road. Nicholas Rhodes stays out. He wants to be able to control the restart, and here's an opportunity. It's looking like it's going to be a one-lap shootout to the stage. Nicholas Rhodes could get his first stage win up season 6. TJ Moon beats him off pit road. Beats Gavin Austin. JJ Moore, is he going to get Eric? He will. And now Nicholas Rhodes is going to have the two fastest guys right behind him. But he's going to have a little bit of protection with the 99 car. Should be coming to 2 to green. Also, a little update. TJ Moon is on probation. If he causes a wreck where it's 100% his fault and he gets a tally, that will be a disqualification for the 99 car. The Cash Colt Racing Chevrolet Camaro, that is. For an incident that happened last time he ran. Could be coming to 1 to green this time by. Nicholas Road is really praying they don't shorten this caution, as he would love to have a 1-lap shootout to the end of the stage. It gives him the best opportunity to go win the stage. So there's really not that many overtaking places in this track. I mean, they're not going to be able to go side by side through the Triple Apex. Looks like they'll be coming to 1 to green this time by. They won't be able to go side by side with them during the Triple Apex. The only opportunity is to move them out of the left-hander after it, and then down the straightaway, or into the first chicane, which, I mean, a 1-lap shootout, you're really not going to be able to get there, but we're going to have a green-white checker to end the stage with the 90 Toyota Supra out front. Coming to the green flag this time. Nicholas Road will be leading us there. He's going to need to get a really strong jump, as we're going to have a green-white checkered for the stage. Green-white-green checkered. I think with Nicholas Road now is nobody's going to pit on this restart, but he's going to have 2-lap fresher tires than everybody else, and that doesn't seem to be a lot, but that, any type of extra grip you can get out of these road courses, especially in this car, is very good. Anything to help the car rotate in any type of way. And the traction on the excess. He's going to be the only one that pits more than likely, besides the guys with damage at the back at the end of the stage for tires, as he has yet to pit. Coming to the green flag. Update is Trenton Wilkins' wheel turned off, and we're green flag again. It's a big jump for Eric Lambombard. Is he going to be able to get to the inside of Gavin Austin? No! Who is that going through the middle? Benjamin Hagstrom spins off the track. He's out into the wall. 2-car wreck where he stayed green. Nicholas Road out front. Gavin Austin on the pursuit now. JJ Moore with Eric right on him. He's going to drive it in really deep. Can he make it stick? And he can. He will stay in 4th. How good is Nicholas Road's defending skills? Is he able to defend on the way older tires? Not many laps have been run on those tires. Well, under green, really, as we've had a lot of caution laps so far. Gavin's looking pretty strong and pretty quick so far. He's going to get on his outside. Is that going to be... Is he going to be able to make the pass on the outside, though, is the real thing, or is he going to be able to... Is he going to have to back out of it? He drives in deep. Gavin gets a little loose. Nicholas Road holds on, coming to the white flag in the stage. White flag in the stage, one more lap to go. Good entry for Road. Better exit for Austin. Big corners for the 90 car right here. These are the biggest corners of the track. That's going to decide the rest of this lap. Gavin within 2 tenths, 2.5 tenths. Austin right on the back bumper now. Road goes wide. Austin's going to have the exit. He's going to get underneath though. He's going to get loose. Is that his only chance? Into the right hand, or there's going to be a big exit for the 50. So he can have the opportunity to go side by side in this final chicane. Road pulling away now. 2 tenths is the gap. 2 more corners to go. Austin, can he get there? Drives it in deep. Is he gonna... They make contact a little bit. And Nicholas Road blinks out. Nicholas Road wins stage 1 on the old tires. Followed by Gavin Austin. He put a great effort into it. Or not. We stay green. Stage caution should have happened. He's gonna double check. It says stage 1, lap 14. No caution's been thrown. And Road gets pushed off the track, and he should be upset as he's just gotten robbed out of a stage win. Austin now the leader. No caution again. I don't know what's happening. Caution should have been thrown at the end of lap 14 for the stage. It's what it says on the schedule. But for some reason, Max Ford is not throwing the caution. And now Nicholas Road gets robbed out of a stage win that he 100% deserved to have. TJ Moon now under pressure from the 7. Sorry, stage was apparently lap 10. So when that first caution, the last caution came out. So that'll be stage win for Gavin Austin, I believe. I don't understand why Nicholas Road would stay out though. But JJ Moore's out front. I'm sorry, Gavin Austin out front, JJ Moore on pursuit. JJ Moore out front of Eric Labonbard. Whitey Thompson's recovering really well. He's up to 6th on a clean car. Can he get around Road on the old tires? And TJ Moon, it looks like that grip on those tires is really starting to die out. Pete Tart right there as well. Thompson will not be able to get there. Gavin Austin out front, 9 tenths the gap. This is the real battle from third place to like to 8th place within like a second and a half of each other. Eric locks up the left front just a little bit, or the right front, because of the corner. Bad exit for road. Wyatt Thompson's gonna be all over it. Might have an opportunity in here. Does he go for it? No, he does not. He's gonna back out of it. Thompson's got to get around him as fast as he can. He's got to try to get up to that front. Maybe have an opportunity if J.J. Moore and Gavin Austin wreck each other, as the gap is less than 3.5 tenths now. Both these guys are so similar pace, and just any mess up is so detrimental to both of them. Neither of them have messed up in the same corner. 5 tenths the gap. This should be a very entertaining battle for this next 23 laps. Word is that they can go 28 laps on fuel, so they're going to have to either save a couple laps to get to this end, or they're going to have to make a pit stop, which, yeah, they're not going to be able to save that much. They came down pit road, about 30 laps to go in this race. I mean, it's over a lap, it's possible, but saving gas is not really that easy of a thing at a road course. And I mean, J.J. Moore, we've seen what he did a couple weeks ago at Atlanta, where he was able to save enough fuel and win by 15 seconds after not having the fastest car at all. So this battle's going for Wyatt Thompson. Still has not been able to get around Nicholas Road. Probably got a little bit of damage still on that 5, and Road is really working it. He's having a great run so far. Really putting together a strong run to get his season on the right track, as it was on the right track so at the beginning of the season. Since then, it's not been necessarily what he's wanted. Currently, he sits let me find him in the points real quick if I can. Currently, he is in the playoff picture. 3 starts, 1 top 10, no top 5s. He's led 9 laps so far this season, not including tonight. Gavin Austin now gap 7 tenths. So he's just driving, not really away, but just maintaining that gap. Let's see this battle right here. Lambo Bard is pulling away. TJ Moon got Nicholas Road right behind him. They got a 3-car battle right behind them. 2 Mach 5 guys / Frost Motorsport guys, and 1 Pete Tart. And Tart's going to get underneath Wyatt Thompson, and Wyatt closes the door. Tart, great run out of the chicane, or out of the corner into the chicane now. Is he going to be able to get there? No, he cannot. Thompson prevails. TJ Moon in the 3rd. Labombard seems to be struggling for grip. And Thompson is going to go defensive into the chicane. Tart going all the way down there. Tart's going to have a lunge into it into turns 1. Is he... No, he can't get there. Blinking a little bit is Pete Tart. Contact being made between him and the 5. Tart drives it in deep. Tries to move him. Looked like he locked it up just a tad. It's a great battle. Battle for the lead now. It's getting even closer. It's closest it's been in the stage. There's also a chance these guys can make it on fuel. They might have to save just a teeny bit of fuel. As I kind of completely forgot about the caution laps. And how it's so easy to save fuel that way. Thompson, the battle between these guys now. TJ Moon's out in front of them all. Thompson's going to get underneath Nicholas Rode on the exit. Can he get underneath him going into the corner? Rode goes defensive into 1. Tart might get into the back of Thompson a little bit. These guys have made contact a lot recently. JJ Moore, 3/10 now, the gap between him and the leader. 2 great battles going on, and these two are battling really hard, and the gap's still 7 seconds to TJ Moon. Moore. Gonna need a good exit here. He's gonna have it the closest the battle's been. Less than a 10th and a half away now. Right on the back bumper of Gavin Austin. Can he get on his inside of the chicane? No, he will not be able to. Is he gonna be able to drive it in deeper than him? No, he can't, but you also got to think, if these guys want to pit, is it worth taking the tires to get that extra grip? Or do you just take a splash of fuel and take that time difference? So TJ Moon's pulling away from the rest of them a little bit. No wreck so far in the stage. Benjamin Hagstrom is the closest guy to the leader to get lapped. He is 45 seconds behind the leader. The leaders are running about 1 minute 16 second lap times. Kendra Davis, guy we haven't talked about all day. At the back, left rear damage, off the track right there. He's not a road guy. He's new to iRacing in the last couple years. Not really a big road guy, but both of his drivers are having pretty solid runs so far, and JJ Moore is looking to get his 2nd win of the season and to make that championship campaign even better. Nicholas Martinez Jr. is the points leader after not making a single start, having 3 straight stubs to start the season. JJ Moore currently outside the playoffs as he's only made 2 out of the 3 starts. 3 points below the cutoff to Kai Collymore. But he's got to win. Gavin, 2 seconds, 2/10 the gap. 8 seconds to the next group. Gavin taking a lot of curbing right there. They've lapped Jackson Brown again. JJ Moore seems to have the exit. This battle's just staying solid. Jackson Brown off the track into the grass. Bad day for the 96. Not having the day him and the Canadian Motorsports team would want. Oh, they're all making contact. Labombard into Pete Tart. Nicholas Rode into Labombard. Into Tart. Gap a 10th now for the lead. Coming to 15 laps to go, and the gap is still 2/10. The 50 of Gavin Austin, the 7 of JJ Moore. Gavin Austin trying to get his first ever Contender Series victory. JJ right on the back bumper. The 50 is going to get a later apex. Is he going to have the run out of it? Is he going to be able to send it in deep? Is he going to move him? Gets right on the bumper. The 50 trying to take a little bit of air off him if you can. JJ's getting there with closer and closer every lap. JJ's getting closer and closer. Labambard still behind TJ Moon. He's going to try to move Moon. This battle is just getting better and better. Road gets underneath. Labambard makes contact. Is this why was this what Thompson needed? No, he had to check up. Cannot make the move. Moon gets a pretty solid gap now between them. Thompson's got his teammate right behind him. Three of the 4 Mach 5 guys in the top 10. Or all of them. 3 of the 4 in the top 7. Rowe's going to be able to get underneath Labambard going into the chicane. Is he going to be able to make it stick, though? Is the real question. Drives into deep. Contact made. And Labambard turns the 96. Or the 90. Not the 96. As he gets her fired back and going again. Just very hard driving. The 58 makes contact with him. Around he goes. 2/10 now the gap between Moore and Austin. It seems Gavin Austin's way better in the chicanes. Seems Gavin is really solid through both the chicanes. Seems JJ Moore gains the time in the triple apexes and the 2 corners right after that and down the straightaway. But I mean, look at the gap out of these chicanes, from 1/10 to 3/10, and bad corner for Austin. As soon as I hype him up a little bit, give him a little bit of commentator's cursor, we're gonna be side by side. No, Moore's gonna pull right back out, right behind him. He's going to take the outside line. Just watch this gap, though, off the chicane if he's able to clear him. 2/10 going into here. And on the exit, Gavin Austin remains about 2/10 that time, 2.5. JJ Moore gains a little bit that time. This might be his best opportunity. It looks like the rear grip for the 50 is starting to go away. JJ driving in deep. Got a little bit of lap traffic. Carmelo Echevarria in the way. JJ just drives it so much more wider. Takes such a later apex than he does through there to get that exit speed. Can JJ make a lunge? No. 3/10 the gap going into chicane. Final corner. JJ in the grass a little bit. That could be a slowdown. He gets loose off the exit. 14 seconds now the gap between this first group and the second group. Labenbar seems to have got a slowdown. Went all the way to the back now. Or to the back of this group. And Wyatt Thompson's going to have the opportunity to get around TJ Moon here soon. TJ Moon really holding well. Same thing with what Nicholas Road was able to do on the old tires. Both of them really holding off well. Just Road got wrecked. Road didn't get wrecked. He'd probably be right in this position. Moon trying to hold off Thompson. We got 11 laps to go. Coming to 10 to go this time. It's a good opportunity, these two, the way that they're driving against each other, that they can make it on fuel. But you can also think if they have to come down pit road, what's smarter? Smart decision, obviously, just to take the splash of fuel and take the risk on the tires, more than likely, seeing that they're so close on fuel. If you pit before them, though, good chance to come out in a little bit of traffic, and the other guy gets a clean air for a lap. Carmelo moves out of the way as he should. Gap has stayed right around 2/10, but Gavin Austin's been fastest all day long. Moore trying to do different things in these chicanes to get better exits. This time it seems to be working, as that's his best run through the first chicane all day. Triple apex now. Ten laps to go, coming to 9 to go. JJ Moore's best opportunity of the race to finally get around Gavin Austin. Can he get on the quarter panel? Just cannot get on the quarter panel through there. A 10th back now, 10th and a half. He's got to figure something out on this chicane, though. Gavin's been so much better through there. It's 2.5, 3/10 going into that chicane. Gavin a little wide on the exit, though. He gets very loose, so does JJ Moore. The way JJ's driving this first chicane now, he might be able to get around this 50 or make a lunge into this triple apex. Just takes a wider entry into the first part. A little loose on the exit for the 7. These two being the stars of the show all day. Eric Labenbar down pit road now. Carmelo spins. Does this bring out a caution? No, Carmelo he keeps it going. He figured it out. Here comes Gavin Austin out through this chicane that he's been so good in all day long. You also got to think, if pit strategy, if there's a chance that they cannot make it on fuel, or it's close, and one of them comes on pit road, the other one has the race won. All they have to do is save the fuel. They would be at a point where all they have to do is just clutch on the front straightaway. Lift and coast in a lot of these corners is probably what they're doing. Is they're running 1:17.0 for Austin, 1:17.4 for Moore, but their best laps of the race is a 1:15.1, so 2 seconds off of the pace. Probably trying to save a little bit of fuel, but they're also racing really hard as well. 15 seconds to the second group now. TJ Moon still holding off Wyatt Thompson, but don't think TJ Moon can make it on fuel. So he's really just praying for a caution, which it's looking like that's not going to happen today. Eric Lavenbart 1 minute and 1 second off the leaders. There's a chance he gets lapped. Here's Moore now. Best opportunity, best time he's been through that chicane. Gavin looks to lock it up just a tad. A little loose off the exit. Big run off the exit for Moore. He's going to need a good set of corners here. It's hard to go side by side through the triple apexes, but eventually you're going to have to do that with how he's been running. And how much quicker he's been. Through this first section of the track than Austin, and Austin just dominates the second part of it. Look how close Moore gets. He just drives in so much deeper. Moore gets a little loose. Austin able to pull away. Thompson passes Moon. Moon passes Thompson right back. They're side by side, it looks like, through the final chicane. Real close to each other. Thompson locks it up. Opportunity for the 5 goes away. Moore and Austin. These two have been going back and forth this entire time. Gavin Austin's led the majority of the laps, but JJ Moore's been there the entire day. Ready to make his mark. Ready to make his move. His opportunity. He goes wide. Almost in the grass. When is he thinking about sending it? Try driving him as deep as he can. Nicholas Rudd goes a lap down as he goes through the chicane into the grass. 2/10. Moore has really just not looked to make the move, besides maybe bumping him a couple times. So he's going to have the exit here. Great run through the chicane. JJ Moore, he might get there. It's going to be close. They've contact, they touch. We're going to be right on Eric soon. Look at this. Look how much wider he gets. Gets that run off the corner. He's going to have an opportunity potentially. Less than a tenth now. Does he send it into here? Does he try to move him out of the way? He's going to go underneath them. They're going to be side by side through the chicane. Moore drives it in deep. Slide job. Moves him out, or doesn't move him out of the way. Takes his line away. And JJ Moore is out front, coming to 4 to go. He finally made his move. Gavin Austin immediately pits. Gavin Austin comes down pit road immediately after that. Now JJ Moore, all he's got to do is save the fuel. Let's listen to his onboard. Gavin Austin only falls to 3rd. Comes out of pit road. 23 seconds behind. Can he come out in front of Maxwell? Riley Maxwell? Yes, he can. He's got Wyatt D. Thompson 6 seconds up the road. Took a quick splash of fuel. Does JJ Moore, does he do that too, or does he save? Does he have enough fuel that he can save to the end, coming to 3 to go? The 7 waited and waited and waited, and then finally made his move. And when he did, he made the move stick. A great sentence of the chicane. Does JJ come down pit road? He stays out. He's going to try to save the fuel to get that second win of the season. Three to go. JJ Moore will be coming to 2 to go. Look, you can see him in the background. And Wyatt and Thompson, he can play the teammate game. As if Thompson has the fuel, which maybe Gavin just didn't save enough. There wasn't enough to save to the end of the race to win. Gavin Austin could be in a position where Thompson can hold him up, and maybe JJ, if he has to pit, he can pit. And let's see this lap time for JJ Morris. He's been in the low 117s this whole time. Let's see if he stays out again, what his lap time is this time. And Moore stays out. Thinks he has the fuel to make it. This time JJ Moore ran a 1 minute 17.3. Did he just save the fuel behind Gavin Austin? Like just lifting and coasting into the corners? He might have. Now we're going to have a battle for second. Does Thompson come down pit road? Does he have the fuel? He probably... I don't think he will. But apparently he might. If he stays out, you're not going to pit coming to the white flag. JJ Moore, all he really needs to do is bring it around, and he'll win his second race of the season. And we'll have our first multi-time winner of the Season 6 season for the Contender Series. JJ Moore keeping that foot on the gas. Just to see, is there a chance he comes down pit road? He still could come down pit road and come out in the lead. If he just takes a splash. Does he come down? He's stretching it. White flag is in the air. One more lap to go for JJ Moore. Can he make it around? Does he have the fuel to make it around? A 1:16.9, his best lap in a while. Can Gavin Austin get around Wyatt Thompson? Does Wyatt Thompson have enough fuel to get to the end? Gavin Austin, any mistake from him could be a Mach 5 1-2-3. As they're all going to try to stretch it. Gavin Austin just burned too much fuel. It'll be interesting to see what he says in his interview after this race, if he can hold on about the fuel. So he gets all the way next to that wall. As JJ Moore's got a few more corners to go. Colby Duckworth, after being involved in that wreck with Jackson Brown, recovers all the way up to 7th place. And JJ Moore, though, been one of the quickest all day, as long with Gavin Austin, as he comes to the final set of chicanes, and he'll come down this front straightaway for the final time of the race. JJ Moore will win for the second time in the Contender Series season, in Season 6, and we'll have our first multi-time winner of the season, as JJ Moore will win at Portland. And here's the battle now for third. Wyatt Thompson going to have second. They're going to be side by side. Maxwell will not be able to get there anymore. Close battle. Wyatt Thompson, though, coming around the corner. And it's a Mach 5 Frost Motorsport 1-2 as JJ Moore burns it down in the chicane. Gavin Austin P3. Riley Maxwell in the 88. His best finish of the season in P4. As Pete Tart will come around, he will finish 5th. Richard Myers now making his way around. Still got another half a track to go. Seems he might be out of fuel. Or he might be done. I think he finished. But JJ Moore wins for the second time this season. Heartbreaking loss for Gavin Austin. JJ's gonna go park it with his team that he co-owns. Oh, don't park in the Toyota sign. And the 4 of them park it on the front stretch. We'll begin our interviews in just a moment. Seems Trent Wilkins' wheel straight up broke. Didn't just shut off, so that sucks for him. But we'll bring in our 3rd place guy. Gavin Austin, you got a copy in the booth?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Well, I can imagine how this one feels. You dominated all race long, obviously. With JJ right on you all race. Did you just not save, or did he just save fuel behind you, or what happened? Because you were the only guy that came down pit road at the end.
I think these Toyotas just got, less space to hold fuel or something, man. I don't know. I was doing the best I could there, and I don't know. I don't know. I guess I should have just raced a Chevy then or whatever. But yeah, I think I definitely would have won there. And then I was like, I gotta pit this lap, and then he got by me. And yeah, I don't know. I for sure did not have enough fuel to make it. I was figuring, we were on the same page because, I mean, we were running the same pace the entire time. I was saving, he was saving. It's just obviously I was not going to save enough. But, yeah, I was just hoping he would eventually pit, but looks like he just made it. And yeah, I mean, I had a good race. Just sucks dominating the race, and then it comes down to that. But I'm happy to do it. I didn't know I was racing tonight until a few hours ago. And Chase George wanted me to sub for him, so I was like, oh well, I guess I'll do it. Got nothing to do, so I didn't really have much practice going into the race, but um, was able to, maintain speed and go pretty fast. So I don't know. It was a good night, but appreciate Chase George for letting me sub for him. I had fun. Sorry, Chase, I couldn't get it done for you. Um, But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I gotta say. It sucks to be that close and just not bring it home.
Yeah, definitely. You I mean, you were the fastest. How hard was it to be able to defend from JJ that long, though?
It wasn't that hard because honestly, I was saving, and I think he was doing the same behind me. And I don't know how I didn't save as much as he did. I still think, um, I don't know if it's these Toyotas or what. I always drive the Chevy, and tonight I just decided to drive the Toyota for whatever reason. And I think it just kicked me in the butt. But I don't know, man. I don't know. But I was kind of saving. JJ was staying behind me, and then I don't know. I guess it just came down to a fuel race. So I don't know. That's all I gotta say. I can't really say much about it. I mean, I got 3rd. Uh, hopefully that helps Chase out in points. I just sadly couldn't bring it home to victory lane.
Yeah, you got anybody you'd like to? I know you shout out Chase George, right? But you got anybody else you'd like to, shout out before we send you back?
Um, I'll just shout out Chase again. Fuck Toyota, Chevy. I should have picked it, but you know, I think it's just this Toyota got a curse on me, man. I swear. Um, yeah, but that's pretty much it. Just Chase, thank you. Sorry I couldn't bring it to victory lane. Oh, congrats JJ on the win. Um, and, oh Wyatt too for getting second. Um, yeah, if I could just, run a little longer, it was, maybe could have done it because what JJ's in a Chevy, Wyatt, Riley, Pete. Other Toyotas a lap down, the last Toyota. So I swear these Toyotas just don't have the tank or whatever. Anyways, but I know I'm taking up too much time. You got to go interview Wyatt and JJ. So appreciate you for broadcasting, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Yeah, we'll send you back. Good luck on the rest of
Thank you.
your season.
Yep. Thank you.
Wyatt Thompson, got a copy in the booth? Hello?
Hey man, how you doing?
Okay, you're here. I don't know if you heard me or not. P2, obviously, I mean, it's probably the best you were going to be able to get. Like 20 seconds, whatever, behind the top two. Got a little bit of lucky with Gavin Austin not being able to save fuel. Walk us through your race and that, like, 8-car battle you guys had for, like, 25 laps.
Yeah, there's a pretty long strand where we were just hanging out in a 4-car conga line. There's no place to pass here, but it's pretty fun. Um, I gotta respect descend from Trenton. I'm not even mad about it. That's just straight commitment to the corner.
Well, his wheel
I mean,
broke.
I wasn't mad about it when it happened or nothing, but that's crazy.
Yeah, I think he hit you so hard that his wheel straight up broke.
I wouldn't be surprised.
We're praying for the Wilkin family after that one.
Everybody's thumbs are at risk.
Yeah.
I'm just happy I was able to get back through the field there after that. It's a shame I don't think I got second place stage points. I probably got, I don't know if it gave me last for ninth or where it did, but either way, recovered for a second place finish is really nice. Like third or fourth top 5 in a row in this and UIS in general. So having a pretty good season.
Yeah, I mean, you've missed a couple races so far in this this Contender Series season. You're trying to go back-to-back championships. How tough is it going to be able to hold off on your teammate JJ Moore in this season? Because it looks like he might be the car to beat.
We're kind of going off of a Penske rule. I mean, we're going to race each other hard as we can. We're not gonna elbows out and be just letting each other by either. So we're just hanging out. We're racing as hard as we can. I mean, we're teammates. We know each other's limits, and we're gonna push them to see how we can improve.
Yeah. Can you just walk us through what you were thinking when you look in your rearview mirror and you see the one car send it from 3 seconds behind into turn 1?
I never saw it. I got a 3 call as I had liftoff, and I heard Riley saying "watch out" after the incident happened. It was a little bit delayed, but I mean, it didn't cause much. It was kind of funny. So
Yeah, well,
just a random incident.
And how close were you on fuel at the end of that race? Because we seen Gavin could not make it, but everybody else could. Seem like.
I think I had like half a lap left, maybe 4/10.
So you were kind of close.
I was saving behind that big group of cars, and then I pushed it after I got around them just to make sure I was clear.
Yeah, that's what it looked like, to be honest. But we'll send you back. But first, do you have anybody you'd like to, shout out before we send you back?
I appreciate Frost Motorsports and Mach 5 Racing for giving us some great Xfinity Chevrolet Camaros. We really got a top 4, and then Ken number 9 in 9th place. We're getting him up there on road courses. We're getting him up there, getting him up the pace.
Yeah. Well, we'll send you back. Congratulations on the Mach 5 1-2, and good luck on the rest of the season.
Appreciate your time, streaming, man.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow night. Thank you. JJ, you got a copy in the booth?
Yes, sir.
Second win on the season. Oh, hold on, I'm trying to pull something up. Second win on the season. you didn't lead a whole lot just like you did at Atlanta, but you saved the fuel yet again. You saved more fuel than the guy in front of you. Just walk us through that last run as you're trying to stay with Gavin, but also trying to save fuel.
Well, I kind of saw he had struggling getting around the road there, which I could get. We all kind of did, and I'm not really thanking him for it, but it was kind of a blessing in disguise that road got out of the way, got out of the way of all of us when he did. But I kind of just saw he was pushing his stuff. I saw the fuel was close, and just like you said, just like Atlanta, I just started saving, and then I got good, and I was kind of just holding it with him, and then I got to the point where I felt like I had better tires, and I was just on him and seeing if I could pressure him into a mistake, and I finally got by him there, and I still had the fuel to make it to the end.
Yeah. Well, how did that how did the I don't even know how to word this. How much tire fall off was there actually? Because I mean, we all know how loose these cars can get. How did the tires actually affect throughout the run, even with saving fuel?
From I feel like where I was at, I did a bad job the first run, the first little section. I burned my rears up quick, but it's not as much front tire. There's still a lot of rotation at the road courses in the Xfinity car. It's more of the acceleration in those low downforce, the low traction zone, low speed traction zones. The rear tires really start to burn, and the percentages on them aren't bad, but the temps get really hot, and it's really easy if you overcorrect it once, just to you keep sliding over and over again.
Yeah. Well, so far, 2 wins through 5 races, I believe it is. You look like the car to beat throughout the season. You were very quick all night. You were pretty quick at Atlanta. Got a little bit of luck with the fuel strategy. What's the rest of the season gonna look like for this Mark 5 team with you, Wyatt, and Ken and Riley having a solid run today as well?
Well, like you said, I've had a lot of luck into fuel saving, but I think all of us kind of just want to keep the consistent pace up. I know I won, Wyatt got second, Riley had good pace too. Ken was a little off his mark, but he's not a road course guy. He still got a top 10, so that's good on him. But it's just kind of the consistency thing. I feel like we're right now the team to beat. Obviously, we got 4 cars coming out here every week, 3 or 4 cars coming out here every week. So if we can just keep up the consistency like we have been so far through the season, I feel like we'll just be the team to beat, and one of us 4 will go and win more races and hopefully win a championship.
Yeah, well, a 1-2 for Frost, Mach 5 Motorsports. Your teammate's a defending champion. What is it gonna take from you? And he said that you guys kind of have the Penske rule, and you guys aren't gonna, like let each other by really. But you're also gonna you guys have raced with each other a lot. You guys know each other's limits. What's the rest of the season gonna look like between you and the defending champion? Battling wise, if it comes down to it.
Um, yeah, kind of like he said, it's just gonna be like a Penske thing. Like we're not gonna try and intentionally wreck anybody. We're not gonna try and move each other out of the way purposely. We're not gonna let somebody by for points. We're just gonna battle out. It's just who the best car wins. So, so far through the season, I think I've got a little bit luckier than he has with avoiding stuff and fuel saving and just showing up to races and being more consistent. But it's a long season ahead of us, so we'll just have to see.
All right. Well, congratulations on the 1-2 for your team, and we'll send you back, and good luck on or before you got anybody like you shout out.
Shout out all the Mach 5 guys, Wyatt, Riley, and Ken. Like I said, they all had good runs tonight. Other team owner, Lane Frost, I don't know if he's watching or not, but he's been having a fun time at college, so thank him for running the team. Thank you all. Thank the competitors for racing clean. Thank you for broadcasting, all the officials over UIS, and for all they do to keep this league running.
Yeah. Well, P1 for the second time this season, the first 2-time winner on the season. Congratulations on the team 1-2, and we'll send you back, and good luck on the rest of your season.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yep. So JJ Moore wins his second race of the season. He's the first guy to do it. First guy to win multiple races in the season, and it's been through 5 races, and he looks like he's the guy to beat in this one. the season. You know, we got a Mach 5 Frost Motorsport 1, 2, and Riley Maxwell finishes in 4th place for that team as well. So they got 3 of the 4 in the top 5. And Kendra Davis brings it up in 9th place. Solid run for all of them, all 4 of them. Tomorrow night, catch us on R2R Network, 9 p.m. EST. The QRS Cup Series will head to Sonoma Raceway for a 55-lap race, I believe, at Sonoma. It'll be a 55-lap race. Stage break will be at lap 14. 9 o'clock will be our qualifying. Catch us there tomorrow night. Cup cars at Sonoma, and then catch us Monday night on the UBN network for the trucks at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. So only race next week, as we have Friday and Saturday off, and then we'll catch us back the week after that at Phoenix. I believe it is at Phoenix. Yeah, catch us the week after at Phoenix on November 7th for the Xfinity Series, and Eldora for the truck series. So we'll see you guys tomorrow night for